Hello, friends. So nice to see you. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Tuesday. We're doing it a little earlier than we usually do, but here it is, time for Tuesday Tarot, where you don't ask me a question. Those of you who follow this channel know that on Saturdays we do specific questions only. So this is like the opposite of that. No specific questions at all. And we do this for a couple of reasons. Number one, because it's always nice to check in and just see what shows up for you. What does the universe have to say to you today? We can word it a lot of ways. General reading. What does the universe want you to know? What does Spirit have to say? Always interesting to see. And, you know, my first and foremost goal on this channel is to teach tarot. And there are tarot teachers out there who say you always have to have a question. You need the context of a question to give a good tarot reading. And I just want to refute that completely. Now, I do think that if you're going to work with a question, you have to form your question well and work within the context of that question. And that's a good technique too. And we do that 4 days a week here with different kinds of questions. But there is power in the general reading. And that's what we're here to prove today. Just a couple of quick things. I do want to remind you I am working throughout the holiday season, so reach out to book your readings. And StarCon is like weeks away. That's it. So get your ticket. You can join us in person or online for 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. And the link to do all of that is right in the descriptions. And if you're here for the first time, thanks for being here. Please do subscribe and hit that button. All right. Let's get going here. All right. Here we are. I am working with Lightseers Tarot today. One of my favorite workhorse decks. Not the easiest to shuffle, but you know, which deck is really. All right. The first request I see, Trey Cameron. So nice to see you. Let's see what the universe has for you. And I do want to remind all the members here that we have our monthly members only live stream coming up this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, we're going to be doing readings for the new year. So if you're a member, join us. And if you're not yet a member, consider becoming one so you can join us. And again, that will be Thursday at 7, and the link for that is already up. And that's members of all levels, aces, stars, and suns. All right, Trey. You know, the thing you want to think about here, I feel like you're a really creative person, and I feel like you're a person who wants to do great things in life, that you may have some fabulous ideas for where you want to go and what you want to do. And that could use creativity, that could be in business. I just think you have such a great spirit, the ability to be an adventurer, the ability to be a creator, and the ability to follow your passions. However, there is also a tendency here for you to get really caught up in your head. And that can be caught up with things that are so fanciful if you can't make it happen, or the opposite, not believing in what is possible for you. So you have to be willing to follow a path of creativity, entrepreneurship, whatever it is you want. You got to get on that path and follow it. You have to be careful of negative self-talk. But, you know, on any level from yourself or others, you have to constantly be on the lookout for BS, because sometimes you can fall into that and believe your own BS or other people's, and that won't serve you. All right. Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. All right. Von Ray. I shuffled, you saw me shuffle, but you're the second person of 2 to have this be a first card, the Fool. And I think that's beautiful as we're opening up to a new year. And there is something about the Fool that says, be fearless. Be fearless as you go forward. Be fearless as you take a step to chart your course. And the thing is, I don't ever think, Von Ray, you are afraid of taking the step. You're afraid that no matter what you do, things won't manifest for you. And that can cause you to do less than you should, to pull your punches a little, to not do enough. I think the first and foremost thing you want to think about as we move into the new year is finding your circle of supportive friends, your professional circles, really finding your circles. And that can be hard, but that's what you want to do. That's what you want to focus on. Like in the first month of the new year, focus on networking. Arlette, so nice to see you. Okay, readings for you and Chris. Starting with you, Arlette. Okay. Arlette, you know, this is all about finding your balance, letting go of your demons, recognizing this really, really important journey of healing that you are on. How deep, how important, how challenging it is, but how necessary and right on time it is, and how possible it is. There are moments you look at and you say, oh my gosh, this is impossible. It's not. It is very possible. You will do it, and you are doing it. Hey, Julia, nice to see you. Ben, Dana, so glad you're all joining us. I will get to all of you. Thank you so much. So, Chris, you know, when we look at sort of your career path, there are things about what you're doing and what you're assigned to do that you're not really enjoying and that you don't really like. And there are things that you are learning and need to learn that you're almost like not enthusiastic about. And then there's this question about what you're going to do next. When this commitment is over, what are you going to do next? I think there's a lot of ways in your own professional life that you are not feeling grounded, that you are not feeling sure, that you're not feeling, that you know what you want. And don't let that be a bad thing. You're secure for now, and that's good. That's good. But the question is, what do you want in the long run, and what is your potential to create what you want and be successful with that? Do not be afraid or embarrassed to ask those questions. Those are good questions. You're not going to find those answers right away, but you want to ask the questions. Febborn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you as well. Thanks for your kind words. All right. Clumsiness in the shuffle. That can happen. All right. All right. Febborn. You know, you need to find your family of writers. You know your ancestral family, your family of origin, the family you've created. But you need a family of friends and a family of writers, the people that you can share ideas with, the people that you can share words with, the people that you can share concepts with and feel comfortable with. And just like with any family, you're not going to like every one of those people. But they'll have value for you, and you will have value for them. So that's what you're looking for right now as we start a new year, is your family of writers, your family of spiritual people, your family of people that feel like-minded. Okay, Adriana Belange, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Adriana, there are lots of ways that you are feeling stuck, but I believe that within the next 6 months, you will become unstuck and move into a situation that is happier and better, financially, emotionally, in all ways. Give it 6 months and be open to the possibility. It's like emotionally and spiritually, you want to hoist your sail and be ready for the wind. Peggy Lou Levens, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Let's see what we see for you. All right. Peggy Lou. It is so easy for you to let, and this is through no fault of your own, you're dealing with a lot, but situations of health, of people, of money, of all kinds of situations to kind of keep you feeling like you are a prisoner to those situations. And there is a reality there that there are life circumstances that make things difficult. But there is also a truth that, and I've said this to you before. But I gotta say, you are not finding the magic that you need to make things better, but that magic is there for you, so keep looking for it. Keep looking for the practice that you can do that really will make things better. That's the thing. Oh, Febborn, thanks for that feedback. Hey, Rosemary, Good Journeys Tarot, nice to see you. Angela Marie, nice to see you. Thank you all so much for being here. All right, Betty Fleischer, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. And I do want to remind all the members, we're having our monthly members-only live stream this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The link is already up. Make sure you join us. All right. Betty Fleischer. Betty, look at that, 2 reverse knights. Now, is that you're not sure what direction to go in? Is it that you're feeling like you can't go in any direction because you're feeling stuck? Is it that you're not feeling motivated? And I've heard that this in-between week, between Christmas and New Year's, it's very okay to be unmotivated. But I think that you really want to do some thinking about what directions are possible for you. And you have a tendency to limit your possibilities in your own mind, so don't do that. And what directions you want for yourself. And when we think about these 2 nights, it's of the heart and of the head. And when I say of the heart, I don't mean romantically. I think you're all good with your husband. But I mean, what does your heart want and what does your mind want when it comes to your journey forward in life? Recognize all that is possible for you. Quinn, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a reading for you. Quinn, there's a lot that you're not satisfied with, but here's the thing. Here's what I think you either are doing or need to be doing. Stability first, satisfaction second. Working to find your financial and emotional stability. And then it's like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? And then work on what really satisfies you and makes you happy. All of it is possible for you, but you got to do it in stages. Paula B, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Peggy Lou, that totally makes sense. Gotcha. Okay, Paula B. So for you, it is about creating the place that will ultimately be your home, the work that will ultimately be your career, the situation that will ultimately be your stability. And you can see it and you've got all the right pieces and you know it's coming. But there are things that have made it be difficult and things that have made it take time. But no worries. Things of quality have no fear of time. The opportunities are there and will be there for you so that you can create the life you're looking for. Jenny, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's see what we got for you. Jenny, there's a lot here about your own healing. And I think you're very good at just putting one foot in front of the other, going forward, doing what you have to do. No matter what's going on, you can just kind of compartmentalize that and do what you have to do. And that's a good skill. But do not ignore the fact that there is real healing that has to be done here to get to where you really want to be in your life, Jenny. There's career, but there's also the emotional piece. And I think career-wise, you're moving forward in a good way. Emotionally, you are as well, but there is a great need for healing and for seeing your own truth. Kanchan Verma, so nice to see you. Let's see what we got going on here. And thank you, everyone, for the feedback. I don't always read it aloud, but I do read it, and I do appreciate it, especially with these general readings, because, and this is like if you're doing general readings for people, you can have the intuitive sense, but you really got no idea if it makes sense or what it's about. You just say what you get. And so the confirmation from you that, oh, yeah, that makes sense is always helpful. And if it doesn't make sense, let me know for sure. I expect it to make sense. But hey, if it doesn't, I'd like to know that. Okay. Kanchan Verma, thanks for being here. New opportunities on their way for you as far as work, as far as money, as far as the things that you want in your life. Be on the lookout for new opportunities and believe in that possibility. Do not limit yourself in your thinking. Leslie Jones, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. All right. Leslie Jones. Leslie, it's important for you to start out this new year almost like with a child's mind, being open to new opportunities. And there's ways that you feel stuck and there's ways that you're healing. But being open to new opportunities and new possibilities in all aspects of life, despite the fact that things that you wanted have not worked out the way you wanted. Do not let that be the template for your life. Do not let the fact that some things have not worked out, do not let that cause you to say, okay, well, that means that no things will work out, because that's not the truth. So we have to hold space for the sorrow of things that you might be dealing with, but also hold space for hope for the future. All right, Mystics Haven, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. This is all about releasing anxiety, coming out of your comfort zone, being open to love, healing from the past, and enjoying wonderful people in your life. There's your list. Do those things. All right, Jean Trawatha, so nice to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Here we go. Let's see what we've got for you. I know we've talked in the past about a time that you might do some writing, whether it's songwriting or poetry writing or essays or books or something. That could be a thing for this year. There's really this whole question, because you are so talented and there's so many things that you enjoy, but there's this question about where do you want to put your energy and what are the things that are most important? And you don't have to ask all of those questions right now, and you certainly don't have to answer all of those questions right now. But the key is to recognize that you yourself personally are the master of your journey. And your journey has to be what feels good and right in your soul and in your intellect and in your spirit in the moment. And you have to, that's what you're responsible for. You're responsible for recognizing where you feel guided to be and what you feel guided to do, and do that. And if you don't feel like doing something, to say no. Ashley, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Here we go, Ashley. Ashley, there is a fair amount of conflict and confusion for you right now. And, the key is to sort of start from the beginning, to look at the ways that you are feeling stuck, the ways that you're feeling conflicted, the ways that you're feeling hurt, the ways that you're feeling not heard and not understood. And don't make that be like, that's not really about you, but it is an opportunity for you to grow and heal. So allow there to be growth, allow there to be healing. You don't have to understand the whole journey all at once. You just have to take one step at a time. Okay, Yvonne, plane got canceled, so you're still with your mom? That's not the worst thing that could happen, I suppose. All right. And of course, wishing you a safe flight home when the time comes, of course. Let's see. Let's see what we got for you. So, the thing is, like, you're a very practical person. And you're a person who can be patient, sometimes too patient. And you're a person who can get stuck in your head. But you're also a very creative person. Like, there's so many dichotomies for you. You can be totally unenthusiastic or very enthusiastic. You can be not patient at all or overly patient. It depends on the mood. It depends on the situation. So the advice for you is to embrace all that you are and recognize that it seems like there's a lot of contradictions in there. And that's perfectly okay, because that just means that you are a very multifaceted, talented person who cares about a lot of things. And there's room in the container that is you for all of those things, to be everything that you are. You don't have to be one thing or another. You can be many things. All right. Teresa C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. All right. Teresa C., here we go. Teresa, be open to new love. Seriously. Whether that's a new love relationship, whether that's a new pet, I'm not saying you should, but you never know. Whether that's a new friend, or it could be all of the above this year. Be open to new love in your life. Seriously, you've been working on a new path in many ways. In addition to all of that, be open to love. Reaper TV, so nice to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for your kind words. Here we go. Reaper TV. You got a lot going on. You got a lot. Oh my gosh. You are doing it. You are going through it. But here's the thing. There is nothing you got going on here that you can't handle and come out the better for. So deal with whatever chaos is going on here, whatever is heavy, deal with it. It could be a big burden on your time. It could be feeling like there's not enough energy or not enough resources to go around. But you know what? It's going to be fine. That's the key. So whatever you're going through, do what you have to do. Take care of what you have to take care of. It's not going to be easy, but it is going to be fine. Santiago, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a general reading for you. So, Santiago, there are ways where I feel like you are feeling stuck and uninspired, and yet you have everything that you need to be free and inspired. So think about that. What would make you feel more free? What would make you feel more inspired? That's what you have to look toward. Karen Hendershot. Nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Let's see what we got here for you. There's lots of ways that you are not feeling satisfied with certain things right now, and a lot of ways that you question yourself. And whether that's questioning your value, questioning your worth, questioning your decisions, I think it all comes back to the need for you to recognize your own goodness, your own value, your own worth, your own intelligence, and your own worthiness for happiness, success, good friends, good situations. And you can have all of these things in the coming year, but you need to recognize your worth. Nalini, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here, and thank you for using members only emojis. All right, Nalini. Nalini, you're not alone in this, but you're feeling some stuckness and some uninspiredness and some need to figure it out. Like there's this part of you that's like, at this point in my life, I should have it more figured out than I do. And here's the thing. I think at certain points in life, we all end up feeling that way. Like, how is it that I do not have it more together than I do? What if that's just the human condition? What if you are judging yourself and judging your circumstances, but not recognizing that the things that are going on here are normal and okay? And what if you're looking at other people around you and saying, well, they don't seem to have these problems. What are they doing that I'm not? Recognizing that you're comparing their outsides with your insides. Now, you've had a huge journey in your life of finding yourself, finding what you really believe, finding who you really are. And you're still on that journey. You are very clearly on the journey of self-discovery, and you are mastering it. That will take you to everything else, I promise. Hey, Dana Stone. It is so nice to see you here. When we were much, much younger, we used to live next door to each other for a minute in New Haven, Connecticut, and we had some fun. Oh my gosh, it is nice to see you again. All right, Dana. I sure could use one of your magical, insightful readings. You know it. Let's see what we got for you. Dana. There's so much here. And here's the thing. You know that you have sort of this direct magical connection to the universe as a creator, as an artist, as a writer. And you know that I can't really find how to speak. You haven't really found exactly your right place to make that all come together in the way that you want it to. You are ultimately a seeker. And the problem with being a seeker is that seekers never really find. So the question is, Dana, how can you claim all that you are in the context of being a seeker on the journey? And how can you make that journey the most awesome that it could possibly be? Do not look for a destination. Look to make the journey awesome. That's what I have to say to you. All right. Ben Libra does tarot. It's so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Oh my gosh, the twins did so well on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. They did very well. Little Aubrey, her adjusted age, because they're preemies, just 4 months. And she was helping me rip the paper off of packages. She did that with one package. She lost interest after that. But still, for 4 months, that's pretty phenomenal, right? Right? Of course, I think they're brilliant. That's how that goes. All right. Here is a general reading for you, Ben. Ben. You seem to be pulled in a lot of different directions right now. And I wonder if you're thinking about going to school. I wonder if you're thinking about career and what that looks like, and really trying to chart a course for yourself around career, money, education, creativity, all of those things. And you know what I have to say for you? Your happiest course of action, your happiest way of being is always going to be fairly intellectual. And the more that you can just honor that, your intellectual nature, the happier you're going to be. I can tell you that. Kathleen, your grandmother's showing. I know. I earned it. What can I tell you? All right. All right, Julia, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. The next request I see is Angela Marie. Angela, thanks for being a member here. Glad that you are here. All right. Here we go. Angela Marie. There are ways that you're feeling treated unfairly and that you're feeling insecure. Do not let those feelings, you can have to honor those feelings and deal with those feelings, but do not let those feelings be the feelings that make your plans. The feelings that make your plans should be hopeful. So find your hope and your vision forward while dealing with the things that you're, where you're feeling hurt. All right. Good Journeys Tarot. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a reading for you. Okay. Good Journeys Tarot. You're not feeling entirely happy or connected or like you're winning right this minute, but give it time. Be patient. Be patient. Do that. Be patient, right? You know really that the magic is in you. You know that you have what it takes to create the flow in your life, energetically, financially, in all of the ways to create the flow in your life that will bring you to your best life. You have taken brave steps over time to be who you are and to create what you're creating. Do not give up now. It may not feel okay now, but you know what John Lennon said? It's going to be okay in the end. And if it's not okay now, it's not the end. And that, my friend, is what I have to say to you. All right, Lydia, let's see what we got for you. And again, thank you everyone for the feedback. I do really appreciate it. Okay. Lydia, I feel like there's a lot of ways that you're trying to stay hopeful, but it's hard, where things have not been going the way you want them to go. And that's difficult. It really is. But if you are patient and if you look, stay positive, acknowledge what's difficult, but stay positive and look for the opportunities, and the opportunities will be there. It will take time. You will need to be patient. And it's going to be in increments, but things will get better. And for your boyfriend. Right. I think Temperance is such a good card for you, Rosemary. I think it's perfect for you in so many ways. All right, Lydia. Lydia, did I just do you? I did. I think I just did you. And now I'm doing you again because I'm doing you again. And it's the same thing. It is a long journey of healing, but a journey you must do. Lydia's boyfriend. Lydia's boyfriend, stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling like you're not enough. Stop feeling like the universe has betrayed you or you've betrayed yourself. There's this whole litany of stories that you tell based on the fact that things have not been going well for you and it's not your fault. And it's okay to be upset and it's okay to be angry and that's all okay. But you're telling these larger stories about how, and that means things will never be okay. And this is somehow my fault or something like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, it's hard. And yes, you got to keep trying. And yes, over time, it will get better. Okay. All right. Next request I see is Morgana the Great. Nice to see you. All right. Morgana the Great, here we go. So, there's so much here that I'm feeling about communication. Communicating with your higher self about figuring out what you really want and then communicating that to the universe. Communicating with the people that you care about most, about what you want for them and what you need them to do for you. Work on communication. Hey, Maya, Unicorn Rocks by Maya. Fabulous. Thanks for being a member here. Glad you're healing from COVID. And it's your 9th wedding anniversary. Fabulous. Glad you're here. Hey, Nebulous Goat King. Happy to see you. Okay, here is a reading for you. Nebulous Goat King. You got a ton of stuff going on, and it is big energy. And it doesn't always feel good, but sometimes it feels magnificent. I think emotionally, you're in a lot of different places all at once. And I think a lot of it is scary. And a lot of it is about putting the past in the past and opening up to the future. But a lot of it is also self-judgment in ways that don't help you. Be present for what's going on. This is your transformation. You are being forged in a cauldron. And it's hard and it's difficult and it's painful. But allow the process. Because you will come out of the process. You go in coal and you come out a diamond. Seriously, be there for the process. All right. So Hardeep Singh, what we're doing here is a general reading, and I'm happy to do that. I did skip you. I am so sorry, Maya. I'm going to do Hardeep, and then I'll come right back to you. Thank you. Okay. Hardeep? The focus here really needs to be on career and getting your career where you need it to be, getting your money where you need it to be, and deciding what you want your career direction to be. Okay. Actually, you know what? I did skip you. I said hi. I saw that it was your 9th wedding anniversary, and I didn't give you your reading. All right, Maya, here we go. Here is your reading on the day of your 9th wedding anniversary. It is so right for you to be with animals. That is such an important thing. Like, animals are such an important thing in your life. Animals, healing, not just healing from COVID, but being a healer of others, and creativity. Animals, healing, creativity. That's your spiritual path. That's your entrepreneurship. That's everything for you right there. And I think you know that, but it's interesting to see it come up in the cards and recognizing the ways that those things go together. Animals, healing, and creativity. All right, and speaking of animals, a general reading for Aura the kitten. Wow, she is obsessed with you this morning. Well, so nice to spend some time with you, Aura. Aura, it takes Aura some time to kind of figure out who she is and where she is and what's going on. She had a rough start, and there's trauma there, and that trauma is going to be there. But little by little, her daily experience is putting the trauma in the past and allowing her to have a different experience in life, which is a lot more fun. Basically, she's learning how to be a kitten. All right. Kathleen Patricia, let's see what we got here. All right. Kathleen Patricia. You are definitely getting ready. Like, I wonder if you are now getting ready to go back to your old career or to go to a place where family is. I don't know if this is taking a trip just to visit or doing something different, but you are really getting ready to create change in your life and to sort of add to your life story in an interesting way. So be open to that possibility of change. Okay. All right. So from my perspective, I've answered every question. If I Lit, I missed you. Let's do Lit and Angie. Okay, so I'm going to do Lit. I'm going to do Angie. If you're here but have not yet asked for a reading, go ahead and ask if you're gonna. And if I accidentally skipped you, please reiterate and please accept my apology. So Lit, I'm going to do you. Lit, there are some things in your relationship life that aren't working right. I don't know if it's a love life issue, a family issue, what it is. But recognize that you can create the relationships you want. You'll have to make some choices. You'll have to change how you communicate, but you can find happiness and satisfaction in your relationships. Okay. Now, next, Angie. So on Tuesday, we do general readings. So that's what I'll do for you, Angie. And Horse Van Dun, I'll do you right after I do Angie. Okay. Angie, the important thing for you right now is to think about who you are and what you want. Don't worry about what other people are thinking and what other people are doing. Worry about who you are and what you want and how to go forward. All right. Oh, Betty Flusher, thank you so much. Well, animals are just like people, just a lot simpler. That's all. Thank you for your kind words, Betty. I appreciate it. Horse Van Dun. One for you, one for Doug. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, first for you, Horse Van Dun. Horse Van Dun. That's so funny. Horse Van Dun. You know, there's some things that are weighing on your heart right now. It may be things from the past. It may be your own healing. It may be some feeling of, and this is interesting because we've dealt with a lot of male ancestors and today we've got female ancestors. And so there may be some connections and some healings with female ancestors that you want to be focusing on and to be working on. But first and foremost, right now, it's about grounding and finding your happy place. That's what you really need to do. And when we look at Doug, man, Doug's feeling a little overwhelmed, but wanting to do some very specific things. So Doug is aware of some stuff you're going through and maybe going through that with you. Doug, I think you are also feeling like you're carrying a lot. And I don't know if that's about responsibility, if that's about creative energy, if that's about sorrow or upset from the past. But there's a sense of taking everything you're doing and everything you're carrying and focusing it to turn it into what you want. So for Horse Van Dun right now, a lot of it is about grounding and healing. And for Doug, a lot of it for you is about taking what's going on and focusing it to turn it into what you want. All right. All right, Amber A. Amber A, here we go. You know, I'm thinking like a job situation, a new job, a raise, a promotion, starting a new business, something like that. Figuring out what you want to do career-wise, one way or the other. The focus should be on career, and it should be on finding what is new. All right. From my perspective, I have now read for everyone. I do want to remind people to reach out for private readings, to get your ticket for StarCon. The links for all of that and more right in the description here. And if you are a member here, please remember to join us Thursday evening. Thursday evening, 7 p.m. Smile Soul 20, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. What does the universe want you to know? To be patient. I know you've been patient for a long time, but to be patient. It seems like it takes forever, but the things that you want and the things you want to have happen will happen. Give it time. I know you've been giving it so much time, but give it even more time. Seriously. All right. Julia, so good to see you. Did you want a reading, Julia? Thank you for your kind words. You haven't requested, but I feel like I'm gonna anyway. So, it's just gonna happen. I think the cards are starting to poke out here. So, Julia, you are doing exactly what you need to do to take care of the things you need to take care of. Sometimes that feels limited and limiting, but it's really not. It's really it opens you up to all sorts of great things. So recognize that even though things feel a little difficult right now, you are planting seeds that are going to take you exactly where you want to go. And you're doing it with compassion, and you're doing it with intelligence, and you're doing it with a real connection to the earth and the magic of the earth and to your spiritual source. So there's that. And Julia, thank you so much for being a member. We appreciate you. JF1, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. JF1, I think you need to figure out what you want. And when you're looking at what you want, I think you're shopping from a catalog that's way too small, spiritually speaking. I think you see too many limitations where limitations don't need to be. And so open up a little and recognize your ability to create what you want is there. Oh, Julia, I am so sorry. That totally, actually, that reading really, really makes sense. I am so sorry for your loss. But the reading in that really does make sense. And it is, it's hard, but what will come out of that will be okay. All right. My friends, I want to thank you so much. I hope to see you, if you're a member, I hope to see you on Thursday. One way or the other, I'll be back on Thursday, probably around noon, for the Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter recap, last newsletter of the year. All right, my friends, I will look forward to seeing you soon. Julia, yeah, I am sure it's very surreal, and I'm sure it hasn't entirely hit. But it's interesting that it comes up, as the Ace of Pentacles. Let's think about what those cards were. The Queen of Pentacles, you. The King of Swords, him. The Ace of Pentacles, which is him returning to the earth, and you finding your spiritual strength. There's a lot there. There's a lot there. All right, and we are all here for you. Reach out. Thanks so much. We will see you all soon.